Sometimes the truth is much stranger than fiction. What if I told you that in February of 1954, a US president made contact of the fifth kind?
Before every step we must ask, is this good for the United States? Does it promote our security, our well-being? This is not selfishness. It is recognition of the fact that a strong, confident, peaceful America is the great hope of the free world.
Some believe that President Dwight Eisenhower made a treaty with beings from another world and had multiple meetings with these beings. April 1954, 2 months after Eisenhower's meetings, a secrecy policy was adopted. Any encounter with entities known to be of extraterrestrial origin is to be considered to be a matter of national security and therefore classified top secret. Very similar to today's ATIP program, the Majestic 12 had been established by President Truman, and it consisted of scientists, military personnel, and other government professionals. People were working together to understand the UFO phenomenon and communicate with extraterrestrials. So let's look at one of these leaked Majestic 12 documents.
Now, a sheaf of documents that surfaced more than a decade ago is leading some experts to believe that not only have extraterrestrials visited our planet, but also that the US government has known about it from day one.
Flash forward to today, and I want you to remember when Bob Lazar said that he had seen hangars with several crashed UFOs. One of those UFOs being of ancient origin, found at an excavation site. Let's talk about the Special Operations Manual. SOM-1-01, Extraterrestrial Entities and Technology Recovery and Disposal, issued by the Majestic 12 Group. The U.S. Army seal clearly visible, dated April 1954. This document has been picked apart by the community. Some of our leading researchers find this document to have some credibility, while others think it could be a hoax.
In researching his book on the Majestic 12 documents, Friedman meticulously verified every detail within the Eisenhower document. He investigated each supposed member of the group and found that they were the best and brightest military minds of the day, including Secretary of Defense James Forrestal, high-ranking Army, Navy, and Air Force officers, and the first 4 directors of Central Intelligence.
There are several photos of the manual where you can see the photographer's hands in some of the shots as he holds open the pages. Just think about it. You got your hand on a document, and you believe that everyone needs to know what is on this document because it is something that is out of this world. You have a few minutes to take these shots, maybe seconds. That's what this looks like in my opinion. I'm a photographer, and I can see this happening to myself if I were pressed for time and had to register what I was seeing. Is it possible that the uncropped photos is proof that this could be legitimate? Or does this mean that the hoaxers are not just your average run-of-the-mill scam artists? These small details could show signs of experience. And let's think about this. Who would they be hoaxing? Us, the researchers.
This was a set of instructions, really, to retrieval teams who would be at the scene soon after an event took place in which a saucer had crashed and in which there were bodies and wreckage. How to wrap them, what kind of boxes to use, where to send the pieces, what the cover stories were. And one of the things that comes through loud and clear is they wouldn't have put such a manual together unless this had happened more than once.
Chapter 1, Part 3 clearly states that the Navy has recovered advanced technologies. Remember, we're talking about 1954. Chapter 1, Part 5. It is considered, as far as the current situation is concerned, that there are few indications that these objects and their builders pose a direct threat to the security of the United States, despite the uncertainty as to their ultimate motives in coming here. Chapter 1, Part 9 goes into the descriptions of the craft: saucer-shaped, cigar-shaped, round, and triangle-shaped craft, each with their own specific details. Chapter 1, Part 10 breaks down 2 types of EBE, or extraterrestrial biological entities, that were recovered and studied. One more humanoid than the other, but both seeming to have evolved not on Earth. And this This is just chapter 1. We are talking about 6 pages in. Jump to page 20 and you'll find detailed illustrations of the different type of craft. If this document is legitimate, select parts of the government have known about the reality of this phenomenon for many, many years, have recovered beings, craft, and technology. This would mean that the information being presented to us by To the Stars, Luis Elizondo, and the media's new take and acceptance of this reality, that UFOs are real, could be a sign that they, whoever they are, I don't know, are trying to tell their side of the story without looking like the bad guy or losing control of the masses. Disclosure seems to be getting trickier and trickier by the minute. I think that the truth will come out. And when it does, it is going to change our reality, past and future. Because like I said, sometimes the truth is much stranger than fiction.